it's Cassie coming at you with another video, and for today's video I'm going to show you how I, or you, can get decluttered. I'm not the prettiest you've ever seen, but I have the moment. Now I like having clean spaces, open areas. When I see a lot of things bundled up into one spot, it kind of just makes me anxious. So I wanted to share with you how you can de-stress, declutter, clean, organize, basically tidy up your life. Now a lot of people, when they get to the cleaning side of their life, they don't necessarily think, oh, this is a fun idea, I want to do that over the weekend. But for me, this is actually a really relaxing part of my weekend. Honestly, it's so rewarding to me afterwards because everything's just perfect. That's the only word for it. It's just... So a lot of people don't know where to start when it comes to decluttering or becoming minimalist. So what I like to do is I like to turn on some music before I even start looking for a spot to clean. And I do that because if I'm trying to clean without music, I take longer, I don't enjoy it as much, and honestly, it's just more miserable to clean without music. It makes it fun. It makes it seem like you're not even doing anything like not fun. So another thing to consider is how you're going to start the actual decluttering process. You could just look at the biggest pile in your room and say, that's where I'm going to start. Or you could say, oh, if I do that, I'll be doing that all day and I'll never get to this little drawer right over here that I haven't touched forever because I keep going to that big pile first. For me, I go to the bigger parts of the room when it's like the living room and it's like really bad. But other than that, I'll always go to the little parts of the room because if I start off small, I will feel more motivated to tackle the bigger spots. Another way that you could tackle this is going by like a category. Do I go through my clothes? Do I go through my makeup? Or if you're a guy, do I go through my video games? You could also go by room, like my bedroom, my living room, my kitchen. I mean, obviously if you're 12 years old, you're not going to be worrying about decluttering your kitchen. Alright, now getting into the juicy stuff, the actual clutter. I have at least 3 tips for you. Number 1 is if you haven't used it, just get rid of it. Unless it's like something you know you're going to use in 6 months or something seasonal, then you can throw it in the closet and forget about it for a little bit. But if you know you have like, I don't know, a pair of shoes that you haven't worn since the day you bought them, it's time to get rid of them. Tip number 2 is make 3 piles. This helps a lot with dwindling down what you have to work with. You take a pile of your stuff, you throw it on the floor, you put it in 3 separate piles. One is keep, those are the ones that you definitely know you're not getting rid of. One is maybe, the one you're on the fence about, you put in that pile. And the other one is giveaway or trash. I guess there could be 4 piles. Anyway, it's the elimination game basically. Like you look at something that you're not using or that you can't figure out if you want to keep, and seeing a pile of things that you've given away or want to give away and things that you want to throw out, it just helps you figure it out. I don't know why, it just helps you figure it out. And if you're finding yourself in a place where you really just can't empty that maybe pile, go with your first thought. Don't even look away for 10 seconds. Think about something like donuts, and then look back at the item, and your first thought, keep? Okay, put it in the keep pile. Giveaway? Don't second guess yourself. Don't be like, oh, but wait. No, just put it in the giveaway pile. If you want to, you could also keep it in a giveaway pile for like a week. And if you really find yourself thinking about it over and over and over again throughout the week, then just pull it right back out of the pile before you give anything else away. Next, we're going to tackle something that all of us have to deal with when it comes to decluttering or just throwing away stuff. And that is if something is of sentimental value to us. Now I have 3 tips for you here as well. You can either keep it, Like a lot of times if it's small, what's the harm in keeping it if it's like this small? You know what I'm saying? Number 2 is keep part of it. If you have like a game that you always love playing with this certain friend and that certain friend moved away forever, you don't have to keep the entire thing. You can keep like a piece or 2 pieces of the game, like yours and theirs favorite pieces to play with, and then just put that on a shelf or something to remind you of that person. Tip number 3 is take a picture of it. I use this tip all the time because I don't like keeping like anything. What you can do is you can take a picture of the item that you wanted to keep or that you have a memory attached to, and then you can just put that away in a collection or a photo album of all the things that you want to remember. And then you don't need all of those things stuffed away in a storage bin. You can just look through the album and be reminded of everything that you ever had a special memory attached to. Alright, once you've gotten through everything that you had to declutter, you've got a whole bunch of stuff that you still need to figure out what to do with. I have 4 tips for you here. Number 1, if it's ugly, keep it out of sight. I have tons of things that I need to use that I do not want to be staring at, like chargers, headphones, anything that I just don't want to be staring at in a pile, I will put away. Number 2 is everything has a place. This tip is a magical tip. If everything has a place and everything's in its place, you feel like you can conquer the world. Number 3, decorate with your best items. If you have stuff that's aesthetically pleasing, then decorate with it. Like makeup that I'm very proud of. I have been in places in my life where I could only afford Wet n Wild or Maybelline. You get where I'm coming from. So nowadays, my collection of more expensive higher-end makeup, it's getting bigger. So those are the things that I want to keep out because I want to remind myself that not everything's out of my reach. Number 4, only decorate with 2 to 3 items. You can either go tall to small, or you could go small to tall, or you could go small, tall, medium. I love using these tips to decorate because it just makes such a simple little something for you to be like, it's not overwhelming, but it's cute, you know? God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out. Alright, last of all, to maintain your minimalistic feel to your house, to your home, to your room, whenever you want to buy something new, try your best to replace something with it. And actually, I encourage you to like swap things out. It keeps things fresh, it keeps things new, it keeps your mind at a good place. I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about bringing new things into my home. Also remember that just because you're having a minimalistic style, it doesn't mean you cannot have things that you love or want. Alright guys, so that was my video on how to become a minimalist / declutter your life. I hope you liked it. Down here will be my socials. This is my Instagram and this is my Twitter. If you liked the video, please comment down below and I would love to talk to you guys. And I hope you guys like the new filming setup. I mean, the background's a little dark right now, I won't lie, but we're figuring things out. I'm switching things around and you know, we're just experimenting right now. And I cannot wait to take you guys on an office tour. I think I'm gonna do a decorate with me or something like that when I actually get everything that I need for the office because it is going to be good. It is going to be good. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video.